Welcome everyone to Planet of NY Sports. Here we talk Yankees, Mets, Giants, Jets, and a little bit of the Knicks and Nets. So, this is one of the most anticipated episodes in a long time. The Giants are facing the Minnesota Vikings. Oh boy, Rodrick, we know you have some thoughts, but we do have another Vikings fan. I'm going to go to him first. His name is Sam. So, Sam, do you just want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hello, I don't know who is going to be listening to my awful voice, but you got me tonight. This afternoon for you guys. I'm from the UK. I've been supporting the Vikings for 2-3 years now, and I was enlisted by Rodrick to come on and support him in his wonderful arguments that he's going to be having with you guys tonight. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course, no problem. So, Rodrick, do you want to give us maybe like a little rundown of the team? We know what happened last week, 33-0. You see his name right there. So, Rodrick, tell me, how are you feeling about the Vikings' chances this game?
This game, feeling great, feeling very confident as I am pretty much every week. Coming off that, obviously, like you said, 32-0 comeback, great comeback, epic comeback. What I'm really looking forward to is just that the team doesn't, have an emotional hangover. And you look at the Vikings, over all the time I've been a Vikings fan, if you go to 2017 at the Minneapolis Miracle, the next game, 38-7. If you look at this year with the win against the Bills, right? Emotional comeback, The next game against the Cowboys, 40-3. So I'm really hoping that this team can put last week aside and just focus on the Giants because there's still a lot to play for. It's still the 2 seed that you need to try to lock up. And I'm just hoping they can get it done.
Yeah, for sure. Now, one certain wide receiver I just want to turn attention to here is Justin Jefferson. You see Rodrick's jersey right there. So we have it right here. He's on pace for 1,971 yards. He may possibly get 2,000 yards, and he's going to have to, have a good game here against the depleted Giants secondary. Our secondary is not good. I'm just going to be real here. Our secondary it's not good. Xavier McKinney getting hurt, that was really bad for the Giants. Fabian Moreau, he's been getting torched lately. If he's on Justin Jefferson, I'm not feeling confident at all. It would be good for my fantasy team. Yeah, sure. I don't really care about fantasy this week, though, because I'm beating, this kid that looks like Ed Sheeran by 100 points. But I, going back to my original point here, I just, our secondary, I am really nervous. I am really, really nervous about the Giants secondary going into this game. So, Alex, how do you feel about the Giants secondary and if they can stop Justin Jefferson at all?
I mean, I feel the same way. We've been taken down with so many injuries. Like you said, Xavier McKinney, Fabian, I feel like, and plus because of how young our team is right now, I feel like, with Justin Jefferson, how dominant he is, he's definitely just going to, overpower whoever's guarding him. And, we can't really do much to stop that.
Avi, same thing for you. What's your thoughts on it?
I agree with Alex, but double team Justin Jefferson. Just double team him. 2 guys, that's fine. Just put 2 guys on. Call it a day.
I don't know if the double team will work, though, because they still got a bunch of other receivers and stuff like that, too. Like, they have a really good offense. So even if we double team them, per se, they still got, Adam Thielen. They still got, a bunch of other guys that Hawkinson, they got all of these receivers and stuff that they can pass the ball to, even if we're keying in on Jefferson. And I don't even know if keying in on Jefferson is going to stop him, given the talent level of our secondary. Like I've said before, the Giants, talent-wise, we're not. It's not good. It's not good. We're not. Yeah, there's levels. The Vikings are up here. The 49ers are up here. Yeah, you heard me. And then the Giants are down here. The Giants, not a lot of talent. And also, Adoree Jackson, another key member of the Giants secondary, he is out again. So I'm not feeling too confident about that aspect of the game. But like Rodrick said before, it can be like a hangover game, so we don't know that yet. So Sam, how are you feeling about the Vikings' chances of, possibly maybe dominating the Giants this game?
I mean, on paper, you've got so many people out, as you just said. Ideally, we do want to blow out, but just with how this season has gone as a Vikings fan, we've had, we haven't won a game where it's been more than one score, and the games that have been more than one score, we've lost them all. So I'm kind of just like, I'm just going to say it ain't going to be a close game. It's going to be a close game. I really can't see what either team running away with it. I think, especially if you can step up and put Kirk under pressure. I know he's been doing well under pressure this year, but he needs time to get the ball out to our receivers. And I don't know who mentioned about doubling up on Jefferson, but I think KJ Osborne and Adam Thielen proved against the Colts that even if you are going to double up on Jefferson, we've still got other weapons that are gonna hurt a secondary that, as you said, is really depleted. So in an ideal world, I kind of want to blow out, but yeah, it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, for sure. So Rodrick, how are you feeling about like a possible blowout? And make sure you unmute, please, Rodrick, because come on, man.
My bad. So, in regards to a blowout, I've been a Vikings fan since 2017. Actually, 2016. I'm not really a bandwagon, so don't even start with that. But when you look at this team, I really don't remember us ever having a big blowout game. And when you look at this team, like Sam said, a lot of our games, besides week 1 against the Packers, have been close games, have to come back in the fourth quarter. You need points, you need to stop, you need everything to go right. And I think that in regards to a blowout, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Vikings win by about 13 to 17 points, which in a vacuum, that is pretty much a blowout. But I feel like the way this game's going to play out, it's going to seem much closer than the score dictates. And also, going back to last year, we had a game against the Steelers where in the first half, we dominated. We just ran the ball effectively, passed the ball effectively. Defense was sacking the quarterback at will, it seemed like, big, and then it just collapsed. I feel like this team is not really good when they can kind of ease back and they're kind of, built to be put under pressure. But, yeah, like I said, in regards to a blowout, I don't think it's going to happen. I think they win by maybe 2 touchdowns, but it's not going to be a, 33-0 type game. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. I can get behind that. So, Rodrick, you did mention something about the Vikings going all white this week. You see it right here. Justin Jefferson, he wants the fans all white. So, what I heard you talking about that. So, do you want to just expand on, the Vikings going all white tomorrow?
Yeah. So the whiteout, this is the first time I've ever seen them wear white. They're changing the field, which I don't really know if I'm going to like because I'm used to the purple. But they're changing the logo, making it white and purple, no yellow. Changing the end zones. Obviously they're telling the fans to wear white. I think it's going to be different. What I'm looking for and what I've heard other Vikings fans or the Vikings podcast talk about is that are the fans actually going to wear white? Because the seats are purple. The fans always wear purple. I even see yellow more than I see people wearing white at the Vikings games. So it'll be interesting to see if the fans really get into it. And I think if they do get into it, it'll be like, I hate to use them as an example, but kind of like a Penn State type little whiteout thing going on. It won't be obviously to the degree of Penn State, but like, I just hope that the fans get into it. They wear white, get into it, get loud, get behind that defense. So the team can kind of have some momentum at the start of the game instead of having to come back all the time.
Okay. Sam, how are you feeling about the whiteout?
I think, personally, I think it's just a really good example of how much the culture of the Vikings has changed over the last 12 months. I'm not about to trash talk Zim. He did a lot for the Vikings, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think Mike Zimmer would be doing stuff like this and making it seem more of a family vibe at the Vikings. And that's what we've got this year, and I think it's really showing in not only our record, but just how the team are playing, even if we're like last week down by 33 or the Bills, you know, no matter how much we're down by or whatever, we've got this vibe, and I think going all white is showing how much we've changed as a team and with regards to our culture as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The culture shift for the Vikings has definitely took a big change. I know it pains me to say that a little, given how Rodrick acts in school and whatever, but it is true. The Vikings, their culture, all right. I'll give you guys that. That's good. So now, just to switch gears here to the team that is down here in terms of talent, that is the New York Giants. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Where do I start? So right here, we signed Landon Collins to our active roster. He's going to be a linebacker. Just going to get that news out of the way. He did pretty decent against Washington, so there's that. And then also, like I said before, Adoree Jackson is out. Shane Lemieux out. And Xavier McKinney is still on the IR. So, like I said, this secondary is still very depleted. I don't know how I really feel in terms of confidence going into this game. It's gonna be really tough. If the Giants do win this game, it'll be on, let's say, maybe a last second field goal or something like that. It's not gonna be, like Sam and Rodrick said, neither team is going to blow each other out. I still think it will be a close game. Avi, how are you feeling about the Giants' chances this game?
I'm so confident. I told Santa that I wanted the Giants winning. He's going to give me what I wanted. Daniel Jones is going off. Kayvon Thibodeau is going off. This whole team is going off.
Yeah. Avi, are you sure about that?
I'm positive. I'm positive. When I bleed blue.
What's your prediction for Daniel Jones this game?
Bro, 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4.
Vanilla Vet.
At the end of the game, he's gonna be iced out like Kirk, and he's better than Kirk on top of that too.
All right, we can calm down with that. We can calm down with that.
Okay.
Horrible take.
Alex, how are you feeling about the Giants' chances going into this game?
On a more, realistic factor, I would say that, I kind of agree with you that the game will be close, but I feel like with our depleted secondary and our defense, I don't know how we're going to suppress the great offense of the Vikings. And even our offense in general, sometimes we don't even get it going. And I feel like that's something that kind of like affects how we play, definitely. So I think it really depends on like how well we can play defensively and then how well our offense is ready to play. Because last game, we had a pretty good game, I would say. Kayvon went off. He had 12 tackles, a sack, a forced fumble with a touchdown, which is more than Kenny Golladay, by the way. Just want to mention that. And, I was happy with how we played last game, but, there are a lot of, I guess, flags that were called or not called. And it was kind of controversial, I guess, but we're not gonna go on that. But I feel like it's definitely not like we're playing Washington. We're playing a whole different team. We're playing the Vikings. They have a way better offense. Defensively, they can be dangerous. So I feel like we just have to learn that and just go in that mode.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So now the Giants, they did get a must-win game against Washington, and now the way you look at it, it's basically like, hey, you just win one more game, and you're basically in at this point. Let's look at their schedule real quick here. So they have the Vikings tomorrow, the Colts, and then the Eagles. Okay, the Vikings game, it'll be tough. All right, let's say you don't pull that one out. You still got the Colts, who 33-0, like I mentioned before. So this is a game the Giants have to win, in my opinion. The Colts next week. The Vikings game, if we win this game, it'll just be nice to see. It'll be nice to see Rodrick's reaction, and and also everyone, we will be doing a live stream if the game is close. There will be a live stream during the game, just in case. I know Rodrick doesn't want to see the live stream because then he's going to start stressing out. But chances are, given how the Vikings have played, like Sam said, it's been very stressful for like a Vikings fan this year, given like, sometimes like they're in cruise control and then like, the opposing team, it just like gets down and then it goes back up usually, unless it's the Cowboys or the Eagles or the Lions. So, but now anyways, Avi. So Kayvon Thibodeau, you said he was going off. So can I just get a prediction for him?
5 sacks. 5 sacks. 5. He's gonna run through. He's gonna be like boom, and then he's gonna hit Kirk. And then yeah.
Oh my God.
Sam, how do you feel about Kayvon Thibodeau getting 5 sacks on Kirk Cousins?
I mean, I saw a stat a few days ago saying that Kirk is like one of the most rushed quarterbacks in the league. So it's a bit of a hot take, but it could come true. Yeah, I mean, our O-line has been better this year, but it still hasn't been great. I think we've certainly. I never thought I'd say this, but we certainly missed Garrett Bradbury. He's really had a good year. Obviously, with him being ruled out this week, 5 sacks maybe is a bit too optimistic, but I think Kayvon Thibodeau will get to Kirk Cousins more than once.
Yeah. Rodrick, how do you feel about the take of Kayvon Thibodeau getting 5 sacks?
How do I say this? No, it's not going to happen. When you look at this Vikings O-line, obviously, your 2 big pieces are the tackles. You got Brian O'Neill, who's a perennial Pro Bowler, and Christian Darrisaw, the up-and-coming rookie. I think that they're going to handle him pretty well. And I just think that, the O-line coach for the Vikings, I think his name is Chris Cooper. Don't check me on that. But they've been playing, I guess they played okay last week. They did let Kirk get pressured a couple of times in the first half, but they kind of got it together. And I think that they're gonna get their act together. So 5 sacks, no. I think he'll do something. Like I was watching the Washington game and I was like, this dude's a beast. Like this dude just is tearing the old lineup of Washington. But I just don't see. I could see him maybe getting a sack in the fourth quarter when they're down by like 37. But like 5 sacks, that's outrageous. If I'm being completely honest, that's outrageous.
Oh, wait. Did you just say the Giants are going to be down by 37?
Yeah, I was kind of being generous. In my notes, I said they're going to lose by 45, so it's okay.
Avi, what's your take on that? I see you reacting.
We're beating them by 20, bro. 20. What are we down? 37? 37? I told you, Daniel Jones going off.
What, Rob?
So you're going to win by 20, you said, right? You scored 20 points in last week. You scored 20 points last week total.
We weren't locked in all the way.
20. So basically, you're saying you're gonna shut us out because you're not scoring more than 20 points.
We're scoring more than 20, bro. Daniel Jones, believe in Vanilla Vic.
Okay, so what happens when they don't score 20 points or more?
That my Christmas wish won't come true, but they are.
No. Here's what's gonna happen: if they don't score more than 20 points, you're going on your next podcast. The next time you come on here, you're doing 50 push-ups for the podcast ends.
What? I didn't agree to this.
You agreed to it. Come on. Let's be confident. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal.
Wait. Okay.
Let's make a deal.
Then you gotta do something too. If somehow
if the Vikings win by a field goal or less, if they win by less than 4, I'll do 50 push-ups.
All right, Avi, do you have a deal? Are you gonna do it?
Come on.
What was mine?
If they have to score more than 20 points.
Bravo.
Bro, come on, bro. Let's make a deal, bro. Come on.
We should make it like 30 because they're scoring over 30, bro. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking.
Oh, really? Oh, come on.
I was joking. I was joking. Calm down.
Okay. Come on, shake on it. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it then.
All right, saving the clip, everyone.
Let's do it.
Doing 50 push-ups. We don't know who it's gonna be yet.
We know who it's going to be.
Avi, I'm not feeling too confident. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like your odds, man. But anyway.
We're scoring more than 20.
No, you're not. Okay, let me just go off on a little bit of a tangent right here.
If we score 21,
if you look at the Vikings, oh my gosh. Shut up. Just shut up. The way the Vikings defense played in the second half last week, they haven't played that all season. And you look at that team, and I know Sam can probably attest to this. That defense in the second half, they blitzed more. They got the Matt Ryan. They got after the quarterback. They were blowing up screens. They weren't giving up any short yards that blew up in their face. And we look at the team before that. If you look at the Dallas game, the Cowboys killed us with short passes to Tony Pollard and just ran across the field. So if Ed Donatel, the guy who I think everybody in that group chat on Instagram has said they want him fired, if I'm being honest, if he can start blitzing and start mixing it up more and stop being so vanilla with the defensive, schemes and whatnot and plays, the Vikings are going to be they can win a Super Bowl, honestly. Because if that offense and if the defense gets its act together, there aren't many teams that you can even line up against them, just talent-wise. So I don't know about this whole plus 20 points thing. You kind of just screwed yourself, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Wait 1 minute, Avi, before you respond to that, because I know you probably have something to say. But Sam, how are you feeling about the Vikings Super Bowl chances?
Before I go on to that, can I just say, as much as I want the Vikings to win tomorrow, just so your Christmas wish comes true, Avi, I really want you, the energy you are bringing, I really want you to win there. But Super Bowl chances, I think, as Rodrick just said, the defense has not been great this year. I think this year, no, we aren't going to win the Super Bowl this year. As much as like a dream. As much as a dream it would be to win this year, no, I don't think we will. But, to say next season, defense sorts itself out. You can win a Super Bowl with this version of Kirk Cousins. That is a take that I will defend till I die. He has been outstanding this year. And his stats might not have been great, but he's finding a way to get it done. And if the defense could hold out in certain situations, get the offense back on the field, that's all you need to win a Super Bowl. And I think unless Donatel really sorts himself out for the playoffs, I can't see us getting to the Super Bowl. But hey, we can live and dream. It's a dream at the minute.
I can agree on that.
All right, so Avi, do you think the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl? And if it's not the Vikings, who do you think will go to the Super Bowl?
So if you said the Giants, I'm a slap.
Obviously, I'm just playing. All right, I think the Niners go and the Bills go and the Niners lose again.
Me too. That is literally my pick. Alex,
let's go Bills.
Alex,
let's go Bills.
Bills? Okay.
Yeah.
So who's your NFC? Who's the team that you think will come out of the NFC?
NFC? Yeah, I'll probably go 49ers.
Yeah.
Not the Vikings, Roger. Not the Vikings.
I think even Sam would probably go 40. Sam, which team are you going coming out of the NFC?
I'm gonna have to third the 49ers. I think the Eagles are just gonna fall flat on the face in the first round, especially if Jalen Hurts' injury is bad. I mean, I don't know the details of it, but yeah, I'm going to third the 49ers.
Yeah, for sure. I think the NFC Championship game will be the 49ers against the Eagles. The Vikings, well, yeah, I don't see the Vikings beating the 49ers, Roderick. I just don't see you beating that defense. That's just
nobody saw us beating the Bills. Nobody saw us beating the
Packers. That was the regular season. It's the playoffs. Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, Brock Purdy is really gonna go brights out. He's won twice, I think.
Twice, okay. Against who? Okay, other than the Saints one.
I think he won one with Washington and one with the Vikings.
Who did he beat with Washington?
I don't know. I forget. But I think he did. Don't quote me on that.
Are you sure? Should we fact check?
There's no need. Let's just switch the topic.
No, Alex, can you just make sure Kirk Cousins won a playoff game in Washington, please? Because just to make sure.
I got you.
All right. So meanwhile,
let me save you the time. He has not. I was lying.
Oh, okay, exactly. See, I told you, one playoff game. Now, anyways, I'm gonna go on to the keys of victory here for the New York Giants. This is gonna be very tough. Like I said before, it's going to be very tough. So there's definitely a few things that they're going to have to do. I don't even know if this is going to really necessarily help them at all, but who knows? So first, they have to create pressure with a 4-man rush. So the Giants, if they're able to disrupt Kirk Cousins' timing and if you blitz, I think that can help. And then, if you throw off his timing, it will help, like, limit his like ability to connect with Justin Jefferson. So speaking of Justin Jefferson, I would say just keep him in front. Like, if you just keep him in front with our defensive backs, and then just basically hopefully no missed tackles, please, because I've seen it the past few weeks with the Giants. There's been a lot of missed tackles I've noticed, other than the Washington game. We won't count that. But like before, there's been a lot of missed tackles. The Giants, they need to just get back to playing that football where there's no mistakes like that. You just can't let that happen if they're going to win that game. Now, the Giants, they're going to have to keep Saquon hot. So he did return to form against the Commanders, and that was good. So if you can keep Saquon hot, you should, just win that time of possession and limit that Vikings offense getting on the field. And then also, I would say produce on first down. Now, this has kind of been an issue for the Giants. We've seen it in the past. Producing first down early, it'll set the tone for the rest of the game. And also, try to get Daniel Jones to like run the ball like a little more too. He's Vanilla Vic, for crying out loud. He's Vanilla Vic. You got to use his best abilities. He's Vanilla Vic. So I would say, you got to get these first downs. You can't, you got to capitalize on the opportunities that the Vikings may give you. If they, if Kirk Cousins throws a pick or something, I know Rodrick probably doesn't think that'll ever happen. Rodrick, just real quick, how do you think Kirk Cousins is going to do this game?
Keys to victory. Can I put that with my keys to victory? Like, I'll give his stat line.
Give his stat line? Okay. All right, do it now. Do it now.
All right, fine. Kirk, let's see. It's 400 yards in the last 2 games. He's been balling out, 4 touchdowns. I say he goes for 380, 2 touchdowns in the air and one on the ground. Sorry. Yeah.
Avi, how do you feel about that?
A touchdown on the ground, bro? Just give it to Dalvin Cook, bro. No.
If you watch the Vikings, you do know that Kirk Cousins does score a rushing touchdown occasionally.
I don't watch the Vikings, dog.
Well, I'm letting you know.
Who watches? I don't watch the Vikings.
Yeah, you don't watch a winning team. I understand. It's okay.
They're losing in the playoffs, and you're gonna cry again.
You want to talk about a winning team?
You haven't won anything in my lifetime. You haven't won anything in this decade or the last decade. Like,
no.
Anyways.
You want to talk? Are you serious?
I'm just saying, as of right now, you haven't won a gosh darn thing.
You
So
haven't won a goddamn thing either. You haven't won a thing. You have not
1969 champions.
Oh, 1969. 4 Super Bowls. We won in 2000.
I don't count Super Bowls, if I'm being honest. Anyways,
Sam, can you get this? Can you get your guy here? Can you
get your buddy out of here?
If I can quickly just go back to something you said, if this helps Rodrick sort himself out. You said about obviously showing just Jefferson out. And I think one thing that we haven't mentioned is Dalvin Cook and the impact he had last week. Rodrick can back me up here, but quite a lot of the guys in the group chat we were saying how Dalvin was having a poor first half, but then by the end of the game, I was saying to everyone, I think that was probably one of Dalvin's best games as a Viking.
Yeah.
And I think if the O-line can again allow Dalvin to get that yardage, whether it be through Kirk handing it off or checking down to Dalvin, I think you can shut Justin Jefferson out as much as you want, but we've still got the threat in the backfield as well. And the second thing you mentioned about Barkley, Saquon Barkley, I think, great running back, but I think one thing that has been quite underrated in the Vikings this year is the run defense. Now we had quite a rough patch when Dalvin Tomlinson was out through injury, but when Dalvin Tomlinson is in this Vikings team, I think that the stat is that we allow like 2 yards per rush as a rushing defense. And I think as much as that you want to rely on Saquon, you know, it's going to be difficult to get through the Vikings rush defense.
Yeah. They're going to try to put it in a position where Daniel Jones has to drop back. And if it gets to that point and the Vikings can pin their ears back and just send 5 or 4 or 5 every play, it's not going to go great for the Giants. I'm being honest. There's no bias in that statement.
Okay. Okay. Sam, I definitely agree with those points. Now, just going back on to Rodrick's original claim about the Giants apparently not winning anything.
I was talking about now. Oh my
God. No. Hold on. Yes, I know we sucked for the past 5 years or whatever. All right, fine. I get it. It's cool. I'll give you that. But, you know, you did say in your lifetime they haven't won anything.
Okay, that was all right. All right. In my objective lifetime, knowing you guys, they haven't won anything.
Oh no! You didn't say that before, though. You didn't say that.
Okay, well, I'm changing it. I'm changing my words. All right, I messed up. I take fault. That's all me. I take fault. All right.
Do you have anything?
It's my lifetime.
Avi, do you want to interject here? Do you have anything to say?
No, I'm gonna let him keep talking because I'm looking at the Vikings Super Bowl. You went 4 times, and you lost in every single one. You went 1970.
I would like to say we got cheated out of 2 Super Bowls appearances.
I don't care.
Get cheated out of twice.
Don't care.
You do know one of the Cowboys' rings is because they cheated us out of a ring, right? You do know that, right? Exactly. Shut up.
I mean, as much, it don't matter. You went 1970.
You want to bring up stuff from then? Okay, but also the Giants did beat the Vikings in the playoffs 40-something to nothing. But
congratulations.
Championship game. But we're not going to get into that.
Did you win a Super Bowl that year?
Did you win a Super Bowl at all?
No. We want to talk about 41-0, right? Did you win? Did you? All right. Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. Yeah, but we still have 4.
Because whenever I talk about the Minneapolis Miracle, 38-7.
Yeah, because you don't have any rings at all. You don't have any rings.
We have rings. We have rings.
Well, your dusty old rings from the 60s. Nobody cares about that.
We have rings. Anyways.
All right.
Can I get into the keys of victory? Go
ahead.
All right. Like me and Sam talked about pretty much this entire podcast, it starts with Ed Donatel in that defense. He said that the only way the Vikings have a chance at Super Bowl is if Donatel gets his act together and the defense actually changes productively. And I think if the Vikings defense plays like they did in the second half of that Colts game, there's no excuse for them not to win this game. That's the first. And the second thing, let JJ eat. Let him eat. Let Kirk throw him the ball. I don't care how many people you put on him. You put 5 people on him. He's still probably going to catch the ball. Let him eat. And the last thing is Dalvin and KJ and TJ and who am I missing? Dalvin, TJ, KJ. I'm forgetting somebody, I think. But those secondary weapons, TJ at tight end, Cook, KJ, and Thielen. Let them eat. Let them get theirs. KJ had a great game last week, 10 for 157 and a touchdown. Thielen had a touchdown. Hawkinson caught a 2-point conversion. Dalvin had that big 64-yard screen pass. If you let everybody on that offense eat and get something, they're going to put up points, and at some point the Giants' offense is going to start to sputter. So they can do that. There's no excuse for them to win this game.
Okay. Sam, do you have any other keys to victory for the Vikings?
To be honest, I gotta say that all of them, what I'd have said, I think, especially last week, O'Connell was very good at spreading the ball out to all of our weapons, not just Jefferson. And I'm not saying Jefferson needs to stop hogging the ball, because I don't think anyone would want to see a game where Jefferson does not get the ball. I think but then at the same time, I think tomorrow JJ could quite easily get 200 receiving yards, and I think just the way he's been playing all year, last year, and his rookie year, I think he's getting to that point where records are well, he's already broken loads of records, but records where people are actually going to start talking about this kid is something.
Yeah, for sure. So before we close it out here, we are going to do some final score predictions. So Alex, what's your final score prediction for this game?
Let's see. I guess realistically, I probably have the Vikings winning. But like we said, it's a close game. So I guess I will go maybe like 28-24 maybe. Or if I really want to be generous, to Rodrick and Sam, I say like 35-24 maybe.
Okay, Sam, you go next. Sam, what's your final score prediction for this game?
I don't know. all I've got in my mind is it's just going to be a really close Vikings win. Something along. Well, I don't think we'll reach the threshold of a 30+ score game. I think it's going to be around the 20s.
Okay.
I couldn't give a specific score without making myself look like an idiot, because I just know for a fact if I give a specific score, it is just going to be a blowout for the Giants.
Okay. Rodrick, what's your final score prediction?
My final score prediction: Vikings 33, Giants 19. I say 19 just because I want them to get so close to getting to 20 and then just not get there. I want to have to do those push-ups. So 33-19, Vikings win. Yeah.
Okay. Avi, what is your final score prediction?
Giants win 30-20. So I don't have to do no push-ups. Yup.
Okay.
Rodrick,
all this is on the internet. All this is saved, so I'm just ready to go at this point. Can it be game time already? Can we just play like right now? Come on.
Rodrick, how do you feel about Avi's prediction right there?
I feel like it's garbage, honestly. Like if you look at he's obviously watched the Giants. He gets to see every game because he lives in the area. This team is not impressive. I know a lot of people said about the Vikings, but like Russell has said, the talent level is just not there. This team has gotten a lot of wins where they probably shouldn't have. I know the Vikings have too, but this team has had a lot of things, break their way. And I think that when it comes to a team like the Vikings who are riding high, have home for the advantage, it's going to be a whiteout. I think the pressure is going to get to them. I think that they're not going to be able to, pull it out. Pause. And we'll just hope that we get this quick and easy. No live stream. This is push-ups. Me and Sam celebrate. Maybe have a couple of drinks. I don't know, but
go out to the pub.
Go to the pub one time. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I will give my prediction from.
Don't do it, Russell. Don't do it. Don't say nothing dumb here, please. Save yourself.
Okay. All right. So from an NFL perspective, I'm going to take the Vikings 24-20. Okay. But I am a Giant fan at heart.
Oh my God.
28-24, baby. We stopped Justin Jefferson at the goal line, just like last week, and Giants win and clinch their spot into the playoffs. The Giants will win. Let's go, Giants, baby. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. All
right. Oh, let's go.
Does anyone?
Yeah, they'll be bleeding blue, bro.
Does anyone have anything to add before I end this here?
Yeah, we talked about in the Vikings group chat about spreading Kirk Cousins propaganda. I think I can say for myself and maybe even Sam too that we believe that Kirk Cousins should definitely be winning MVP this year and every MVP for the next 20
I 100% agree. Kirk Cousins is the MVP.
Exactly. Kirk Cousins should win MVP every year, even if he's not playing, he should win MVP. So that's the last thing I get off my chest.
MVP bench warmer if he's not playing.
No, most valuable player. Matter of fact, just name the trophy after him, honestly. And, that's all I got to say. Kirk Cousins is on top. Vikings win by however many I said. This is push-ups. Giants K. And I get to go to school. I get to laugh at everybody in the hallways. And I win. Like always.
Like always, yeah, except in the playoffs. Now, anyways, if you can
also.
Oh, okay. What else?
I was gonna say also except with that one person. but 4-1, Russell. Yeah. Besides that,
Yeah, it's okay, Rod. It happens to the best of us. Now, if you can all do me a favor, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you, Sam, for being on. We'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.